Good morning, everyone. Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins. Our court is in session. Please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. Sit back with your names to be called. Also, if you're in a vehicle, there's no driving while court is in session. Also, there will be no talking, eating, drinking, gum chewing, walking around of any kind, and please remain properly dressed at all times. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Let's start with, Let's start with Mr. Robert Biggs, case number 2. Start at case number SP12. Oh, I'm sorry. Ms. Massey, are we ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, very well. This is the City of Detroit versus Robert T. Briggs, case number SP122-96741. Appearances for the record, please.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Stephen Moss on behalf of the defendant, Robert Briggs.
All right. Let's see. Just make sure Mr. Briggs doesn't have anything else outstanding. So you mentioned that you wanted some more. Sal, he's going to take the Michigan defensive driving course. I'm going to give him 30 days till November 29th to finish that course. I will say I'm going to set that for a pretrial at 8:30 a.m. I will say this: the better that the more substantive information that he brings to the court and to the people watching that may be watching online, the better the deal will get for him. So tell him to bring the substance, not just you're not supposed to speed and you're supposed to stop at stop signs. Somebody came in here the other day and that's what they had to say. And I'm like, I mean, a 2-year-old could tell us that. So let's hopefully convince the city attorney that he is worthy of a reduction. All right.
Understood, Your Honor. I'll make certain of that. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you for your consideration this morning, as always.
Always. All right. Very well. Have a great day. Sir, you're going to have to put the cigarette out.
You have a good day as well, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And thank you for your consideration, Mr. Goss.
He's not here today, as a matter.
I'm sorry. I thought he was in the courtroom. Thank you again, Your Honor.
Do you want this as a formal hearing, or no? It's going to be a pretrial, right? Because he's going to do well, and he's not going to need a hearing. We'll set it for a pretrial. If he wants a formal hearing after that, we'll give him one.
Yes, Your Honor. That's fine. Thank you again.
Oh, hold on. Who's speaking? Is that
Mario Goss? I thought you said Mr. Goss. I apologize.
No. All right. Have a great day.
Thank you as well, Your Honor.
All right. Let's check people in. Mr. Oates, I have you.
Good morning.
Mr. Goss, I don't see you on here. What brings you here today?
I got a notification in the mail for a cause hearing today, and it's listed you as the judge as well, Mr. Judge Perkins.
Yeah, you have a that's probably this afternoon. What's your middle name?
Vaughn, as in V-A-N, sir.
V-A-N?
V-A-N, yes. It says 8:45 a.m.
Let's see.
Would you like the ticket or case number, sir?
No, I have it here.
Okay. I apologize. I'm getting used to, I'm new to the Zoom using.
All right. It says 8:45 a.m. on February 17, 2022. But since you're here, we're going to see if we can pull your file And if you have, I see you're at work, but if you're here, we'll see if we can pull your file. So
Yes, sir.
let's go with the person that is 586-604-2108. Who's that?
Hello,
Hello, what's your name?
Marva Gatewood.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning. I was trying to join the Zoom, but I can't connect to it for some reason.
All right. Let's see, Ms. Lamb.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
this is Ms. Lamb speaking.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Lakita Luline?
Loleen.
Loline, okay, I'm sorry. This is the city of Detroit versus Lakita Loline Lamb, case number SP 5008401, SP 849165, counts 1, 2, and 3. We also have 8267679, counts 1, 2, and 3.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Henry Hoffman, on behalf of the defendant, will waive any more formal reading of the information in complaint and stand mute.
All right, good morning, Mr.
Ma'am, would
Hoffman.
you state your name, please?
Lakita Lamb.
We need a city attorney here to give Ms. Lamb an updated offer so that we only have 3 cases encompassed in this offer here, Ms. Lamb. And in an effort to be as efficient as we possibly can and make this we're going to try to make this a one-stop shop for you. So you can have all your matters resolved. And you don't have to come back to court.
I really appreciate it.
Not with these matters. So we're going to pass that. So our local city attorney has the day off. We're trying to find out who the replacement is. So,
Okay, you're sending some.
now, Ms. Gatewood, you're on 2 devices now?
Yes.
All right. All right, we'll pass that matter. We'll see what we have next.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna pass that matter until I can get you an offer now.
Okay.
Is that for Lakita?
Yes, Ms. Lamb.
Oh, okay.
All right, Mr. Oates, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, it seems like you're gonna have a good bit of information that you're gonna bring today, huh?
Yes, sir.
Did you send me the copy of what I mean by that, Mr. Baughman, is, Mr. Oaks, did you get the driver's license, sir?
No, sir.
Did you ever pay that, $45 fee?
No, sir. I was under the impression I had to finish this first.
I don't know what gave you that impression, but that's, up to you. I don't know how you got that impression. I thought I was being completely clear in that, I allowed you to pay that fee up front. I have a note here saying I allowed you to pay that fee up front in order to get that. So let's call the case. It's the City of Detroit versus James Andre Oaks, case number 205232731. Hearings for the record, please.
Harry Baughman for the defendant. Sir, state your name.
James Oaks.
Mr. Baughman, did you put your P number on the record on the first, so that the Madam Court reporter can have that?
My P number is P55052. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So, Mr. Oates, you elected to take the Michigan Defensive Driving course. Did you send me the completion of that, the certificate of that course, sir?
Yes, sir, I did.
So while I'm looking that up, why don't you tell us what you got out of the course? And I think you were on here when I was talking to Mr. Moss about his client bringing the substance of information, and we talked about that when you elected to take the course. So tell us what you got out of it, and what people can learn from that.
I learned a few things. I learned that the following too closely is the leading cause of freeway accidents. Also, 50% of all accidents are caused by drivers 16 to 24. 24% of fatal accidents involve those same drivers 16 to 24. I really had no idea that the passing zone sign was called a pennant. I didn't even know that was a shape. So I learned that. I also learned.
Say that, run that by me again.
The passing zone sign is called a pennant, and I didn't know a pennant was an actual shape. Also,
okay.
I also learned that the red X above the sign means that you can't drive in that lane at certain hours. I didn't know that.
That's the first I've heard of that. All right, is that it?
Yeah.
You got more than that on that thing.
Well, it was a lot of information, but most of it, I've been driving for 40 years, so I knew most of it.
All right, let me ask you this. When is the most dangerous time to drive when it's raining?
When it first starts to rain.
You got that right. And tell the people why.
It's because the rain, when it first starts to rain, the moisture between the tire and the pavement makes you hydroplane.
And not that, it's different. It's because the rain doesn't mix with the water, the oil.
Yeah, on the pavement. Right.
And after that, it kind of gives the rain gives the oil a chance to, it washes the oil away. But in the first 15 minutes, there's no, that doesn't mix. So, and it hasn't washed the face. So that was so I don't see your,
I sent it to your email. Sent it to your email yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yes, sir.
I didn't get that. Did you send it to my email? That's Sean.Perkins at 36 District Court. Or
.org. Yes, I did.
can you send that to me again so I can put it in your file? Nevertheless, I know that you just by what you described briefly, I thought you were going to bring a little bit more than that though. But just what I know briefly that you described that you took. I have in here that will dismiss upon completion of the course. So give me that that document. I'm gonna dismiss the case. I'm gonna waive the warrant fees, and you're gonna be responsible to pay that reinstatement fee.
Yeah, I'm gonna get down there today.
I'm sorry for misunderstanding, although brother, you have gone and allow you to pull the reinstatement fees up front so that you can go get a license. Because the most important thing we're trying to do here is make sure that we can try and get everybody on the road legally. So that's our mission. So hopefully you can get that taken care of and then get that license reinstated expeditiously. So send me that. I'm going to send you that my information in the chat again, so that you can make sure that it's an accurate email address. And then I'll put it in your file. I will, if there's nothing further, sir, just make sure you get that to me. Have a great day.
Thank you, sir.
Morning, Judge. Morning, Madam Clerk. Any offers?
Pardon me?
You need any offers?
I didn't hear that.
Did you need any offers?
Offers?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, because I know, may I approach, Your Honor?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Who's got their hand up on that iPhone? Good morning to you. Sorry, you have an iPhone, or you don't have your internet connected? Your audio connected. All right. Next, we have Ms. Gatewood.
Yes.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Marvin Magdalene Cullen Gatewood. Case numbers SP 950252. Counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Boffman, P55052 on behalf of the defendant. Would you state your name, please?
Marva Gatewood.
Thank you.
All right.
Will we waive any more formal reading of the information or complaint and stand mute for arraignment purpose, Your Honor?
Very well. Ms. Gatewood, you have a 2 tickets here allowing an unlicensed driver to drive and a no insurance misdemeanor. I don't have an offer on either one of them. These are state cases. I will say this. I can first give you a trial date. I will allow you in the interim to pay the $245 reinstatement fee so that you can go get yourself a driver's license. I'm thinking that you don't have a license. And that way, you can be out there, you don't have to be out there riding dirt, you know. So, or I can call, well, what we'll do is we'll give you an offer of pleading to the allowing the unlicensed driver to drive, paying I'll fine you $240 and I'll dismiss that immediately upon payment. I will say though, you have a right to speak with Mr. Boffman, but I'll say this about the allowing is that, you know, a lot of times difficult for a officer to prove that you actually allowed somebody to drive, and that
I didn't.
wait a minute. Don't talk. We're just going over some things. I didn't say you did anything. The officer said you did something. I didn't say you did anything. I'm just trying to go to get you to fully understand what's going on here, all right?
Okay.
So going back to what I was saying, it's oftentimes very hard to prove a case like this, because he would have to come in, or she would have to come in and say that you allowed somebody to drive a car, that person did not have a license, and that you knew that person did not have a license before you drove a car, essentially. So now the no insurance misdemeanor is a little easier to prove. But if you want to speak with Mr. Baughman in a breakout room, you can. If you want to pay the $240, you can, and I'll dismiss both of them upon payment of the $240. Or if you want to set a trial date, you can set a trial date, and I'll allow you to pay the $245 fees up front so that you can go get yourself a driver's license while waiting on the trial date. What would you like to do, ma'am?
You said I can just pay the $245 up front?
The $245 reinstatement fees, you can pay those up front while you're waiting on the trial date. Yes. Or you can speak to Mr. Baughman. You can speak to Mr. Baughman in the breakout room, and he can better advise you. You can take the deal, or it's like what is it, Burger King? You have it your way, but those are your options.
So what? Okay, I really don't know what to do. So can you tell me what's best for me to do?
Put you in the breakout room, ma'am. I'm gonna put you in the breakout room.
All right.
He can advise you. All right.
Breakout room.
Sir, good morning with the iPhone. What's your name, sir?
Devon Lucius.
Hey, I can't hear you.
Good morning, sir. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go put you in. All right, there you go. All right. Let's get Mr. Mario Von Goss back to work. All right. You there, Mr. Goss? Is he there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
All right, very well. This is the city of Detroit versus Mario Von Goss. Case numbers SP 1142964, counts 1 and counts 2. First, I'll state that the speeding ticket is in default. What I will do is I'll set aside that deed so that you can be heard on the ticket. Thank you so much. I do not have an offer in this file because of the nature of the allegation of speeding. 21 in a 25-mile and a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit. Actually, it's 27 miles over that the officer claimed he tracked you on a device, and driving northbound Greenfield at West or at or near Westfield. So with that being said, I'll give you an opportunity to take the Michigan Defensive Driving course, and you come back in here And for this case, you got to bring more than what Mr. Oaks brought today, but you get an understanding of how it works. You come in here, after you take the course, and be ready to take good notes and be prepared to tell everybody that is in court and that may be viewing online what you learned out of that course. The more substantive information you bring, the better the deal will get for you. I've seen the city attorney go all the way down to dismissal, but more likely a blocking traffic, which doesn't involve any points. At this point, you have 4 points on your driver's license because of the default. So what would you like to do, sir? If you do not want that offer, we'll just get you an offer for the license and proper. Do you have a valid driver's license?
Not at the moment, sir. That offer does sound more than generous.
Okay, I'm glad you think so, because I thought it did too. So
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna put in the chat. The particular course that we want you to take. So please select the Detroit Defensive Driving option. So it's called Michigan Defensive Driving. You need to put in www.michigandefensivedriving.com and select the Detroit Defensive Driving option. And once you complete that course, you can send me the certificate. And what I will allow you to do is I will allow you to zoom in the next day after you complete that course, and we'll pull your file because I see you don't have a driver's license right now. We can also allow you to I don't know if you have anything else going on in other jurisdictions, but we can also allow you to pay that $45 fee up front so that you can go get a driver's license. All right?
You said I'm allowed to go ahead and pay that the fee up front. How much was the fee?
$45 will be a reinstatement fee. I think you need to pay that on the speeding ticket. I believe that's what it appears. I don't know what you got in other jurisdictions, but it appears that may be what's suspending your license or in 36th District Court. So if you have other tickets anywhere else, I can't do anything about that.
Yes, sir. I believe that's all I'm aware of at the moment. So the 45. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You need to get aware of some other stuff. If you need to be aware of somewhere else, but that's up to you. I'm going to give you November 29th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. is your next pre-trial day. Again, allow to pay reinstatement fee up front, and that would be on the speeding ticket. If they asked at the window, I would come down to the court and pay that up. If you choose to go get a driver's license, and then that would help you when you come back to convince the city attorney to give you a better deal on that improper license ticket. But do you have any other questions, sir?
No, that's it at the moment. I really appreciate that. Once I take the course, do I have to send the certificate to you as well?
Send the certificate to me, yes. And then take some good notes. Take some, I like to use Mr. Baldwin's term, he's not here now, copious notes.
Yes, sir. I will take very copious notes. my promises to you. What is your email? What's the email I'd like to send it to you?
Put it all in the chat. I put my email in the chat and I put the driving course in. Oh, I'm sorry. I sent that to the iPhone. I forgot. I didn't send that to everybody. I'm gonna put this to everybody just in case. All right, you see that in the chat, sir?
I'm looking. I'm trying to see. Oh, I think I'm sorry, I'm new to the Zoom app. I'm trying to figure exactly where the chat is. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, I see it. Yes, sir.
Take a screenshot of that. Take a screenshot of that so you have it exactly how it is.
Yes, sir. Just did. Thank you.
All right, there's no further questions. I got November 29th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. for your return. But again, I told you, if you complete that sooner, if you go pay that reinstatement fee and you don't have anything else out there, you should be able to get a license and just come back on the 29th. But I'll leave that up to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you very much. I will see you on the 29th with the certificate and copious notes.
All right, very well. That's Mr. Baughman's term I stole from him. All right. Have a great day, sir.
You as well. Thank you again.
All right. What is let's go back on the record. Marva Gatewood. What does your client want to do, Mr. Baughman?
Your Honor, the defendant respectfully asks that the matter be set for a waiver trial. We're asking that if the court would consider a waiver trial after the holiday season into the first of the year, the first available waiver trial date, the defendant would come back in compliance with respect to count 2 and would stand under proofs on that date with respect to count 1.
All right. And then I will allow your client to pay reinstatement fee.
Thank you.
Up front, so she can come back and have a valid driver's license too. So she's driving around when she's doing those Christmas shopping, she won't be driving dirty.
Hey, we understand and we thank the court very much.
Thank you.
You're very much welcome. January 31st, 22 at 9 a.m. If it's nothing further, Ms. Gatewood, then you have a very good holiday season and a happy new year to you. I'll see you back here next year.
Okay, you said January the
31st.
31st. I think the court has my wrong address on file. How do I change that?
You need to change it first of all with the Secretary of State.
I did.
All right, and you can, I have a Macomb address. Is that not your address?
No, that's my old address.
All right, you want to put your address in the chat? Or you want to tell us your address?
Let me see, can I do that? Can I just tell you guys? Because I don't.
Yeah.
It's 20206 Northlawn, Northlawn, Detroit, Michigan 48221.
So you came back to us, huh?
Yes.
Had to get up out of there, didn't they? Ran you up out of Macomb County?
Yep.
That's what the truth is, isn't it? All right. Welcome back, ma'am.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You as well. Thanks.
Bye. All right, Miss Leon. Here we go.
45. Who else at 8:45?
Wait. We need her. We need her back in here.
What?
I think she got something mixed up with your
Bruh.
Her back, yes, because she has her pleading to a 2-point offense, and I see why Mr. Griggs' paperwork got mixed up with Ms. Lamb's. And I know you don't want to sign up for 2 points on your license.
No, sir.
Right. Not being bored.
Yeah, she's dismissing a lot of stuff for you. I'll see where it goes from there. Just give me a few more minutes, all right?
Okay.
Okay. Who's that talking in the background? Well, I was gonna call your case.
He?
That was you, wasn't it?
Tavon?
Yeah, Mr. Lucius, that was you, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
What were you saying?
Who all had an appointment at 8:45?
And you're talking about this court?
Yeah, I got a court date at 8:45.
All right, so what do you mean by that?
I was asking, was I next?
You didn't ask where you were next.
Right. You overheard me.
All right, so now you're gonna go to the end of the line then.
I was trying to figure out what I was supposed to be doing.
You're
You
supposed
ain't
to
asking
be
that
late.
question. Right, that's what I was doing.
You're talking and talking too much.
Okay, I thought I was being addressed.
Who else is on that iPhone?
Nehemiah Graddick.
I don't need to hear any commentaries, Mr. Lucius. This is everybody's got an appointment. There's people here waiting before you were.
I understand, Your Honor.
All right, I'm over it now. Here, we'll call this space. This is the city of Detroit versus Tavon DeJuan Lucius, case number 204-93864, counts 1, 2, and 3. And then we also have this case of pedestrian walk-in roadway when sidewalks are provided. That is now in default. It was scheduled for a formal hearing on 7/28/2021 at 9 a.m. Apparently you failed to appear.
Right.
Mr. Ball, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Harry Baughman, P55052, on behalf of the defendant, sir, state your name, please.
Tavon Lucius.
All right. The offer as it stands right now is pleading to failure to display a valid driver's license, dismissing the other 2 counts. What do you want to do with this this pedestrian walk roadway ticket? We had it set for a formal hearing on 7/21, I believe. Says he failed to appear. You want to speak with your client regarding, or 7/28, I think. 7/28. You want to speak with your client regarding that?
I'm certain that it was an inadvertent mistake, and in much as he appears here now of his own volition, Your Honor, we would ask if the court would enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. We will waive a formal reading of the information or complaint and ask if we can proceed to pre-trial here, if the defendant would be able to consider that offer of taking the failure to display. That's a no-point offense, sir, with the balance of the tickets, the other 2 instant cases being dismissed here today. Is that what you want to do, Mr. Lucius?
Yes.
We're going to waive rights here now, Your Honor.
All right. Did you Did you show up for this ticket at one point, Mr. Lucius?
No.
Mr. Lucius still got an attitude, it sounds like.
I think I should talk to him for a minute, Your Honor, if I could take a few minutes.
Nah, I was just trying to figure out. I didn't know it was because of that. I thought it was because of the ticket that I had got accused of or whatever. Because the name of the car that I was supposed to be driving is not.
Before you say anything more, sir, before you say anything more, please just take some time and get some advice.
Miss Lamb,
He left?
are you driving a car?
I'm sorry, sir.
Are you driving a car?
No, I'm pulling out my driveway just to let these people in my house. No, I'm right at home, sir. I'm not driving. I just had to move my vehicle.
You can go in that breakout room because
Oh, okay. I'll be right back.
Miss Lamb is telling on herself.
No, I'm so sorry.
You are telling on yourself.
Yeah, I am. Sorry, I had to move the vehicle.
And you don't have a driver's license.
Yes, but I'm not moving from in front of my house.
It doesn't matter where you're moving. Is any public roadway or what are the legal terms of it?
Yeah, I'm out of business.
Do you have insurance on that vehicle? Oh, now she turned the video off.
No, I did not turn the video off, sir.
Do you have insurance on that vehicle? Going down over here, I was not.
Oh, yeah. Is it working? Is it too loud? I'm gonna get rid of it. So-
No, it's not too loud. I'm just admiring your work.
Oh.
You don't have to be so apologetic when doing your job. I mean, I'm just admiring.
Oh, okay.
Looking at it like, wish I could type that fast.
Oh.
Sounds good.
Really? Okay.
When anybody is efficient job to a very high level, it sounds good, doesn't it, Ms. Lamb?
I really apologize.
You don't have to apologize, but you got to realize. I mean, I know Zoom is a great thing. You don't have to come to court. I was gonna make you take that rag off your head.
I'm so sorry, you guys. I am extremely sick. I am fighting COVID right now. I'm so sorry.
Well, you got some braids in your hair. You know, you should show those off.
Thank you. Sorry about.
I wish you luck on your fight and to get well soon.
Appreciate that.
And I guess we're glad you're on Zoom with
Yes,
that.
this definitely came in hand. When I came down to try to get my stuff together, I was good. And then
Right.
a few days.
I know you have to get where they're going, and I know that it's difficult, especially in this city, to get around because public transportation is completely unreliable, which is unfortunate. But sometimes you just tell on yourself when you get behind the wheel of a car, and I know you say you're just moving it, but you probably wanted to go to the store right quick, and you said, "Oh, I'm putting it in." I know how that goes. You click on somebody.
No, I can't even go nowhere right now anyway. So I definitely have been.
But did we call the city attorney back?
I did. Let me call him.
Probably got it.
Yeah, because I know she's really busy otherwise.
You check his she's next door.
Yes, please.
Oh, thank you. You gonna hear him?
He's gonna check.
Oh, good.
Let's see what Mr. has. He's got unregistered, untitled, and no insurance. Do you have those documents, sir? Mr. Nehemiah?
I'm sorry, it was inadvertent. She doesn't want 2 points on her license. I put that for somebody else got mixed up in her file.
Oh, okay. So this is somebody different.
That's the one you just made up, but it had, I guess the deal was part of this was encompassed in that.
Yes, it
And
was.
hers didn't have any moving violation.
Okay, got you, Judge. I'll just wipe it off.
So you just wanted to plead to the one?
Yep.
This is like Christmas here. I mean, $240 fine, dismiss all of it. And let's go back on the record. Did we call that case, Madam Court Reporter, Ms. Lamb?
No, you didn't call, sir.
We didn't call it?
No, you just started. But I still got it though.
I just figured the fines are so high.
Shoot.
It's 5 on
Go ahead. I know they'll love you in this. See. Thank you so much.
Yep, you're welcome. Just keep, you got my number, Miss Sonia? Yes, Madam Reporter, Madam Clerk. So.
I thought I did call these cases. This is the city of Detroit versus.
Oh, yeah,
Lakita.
you called them earlier, Your Honor, just when you just started talking just now.
Okay.
That's what I was speaking of.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Lamb. And Ms. Lamb, the offer is to plead to, is this going to be amended to failure to display?
I'll do it as is and then just get rid of all the other ones.
Do it as is?
Correct,
So
Your
what
Honor.
is the penalty for this?
I believe it might be 2 points, but we're getting rid of a lot of other ones. So that's how I kind of do it. If I'm dismissing a whole bunch, then as charged. Especially on the
Okay.
failure to displays, because they repeat.
And say that again?
On the failure to display or no ops, I usually, if I dismiss a whole bunch, I'll leave one on there as charged. Simply because it's a repeat thing and we're dismissing like 5, 6.
Very well.
Yep.
Okay, so back on the record, Ms. Lamb, I have an off.
Judge, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
And if you want, if she has an unregistered, untitled, no insurance, if she can just plead to the improper place, that totally takes it off of her.
Yes.
Because I do that too.
Yes.
So I just did it because that speeding ticket was in there earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
But if you want to do an improper plate on one, or
All
even, yep, I'm down with that.
Very well.
Okay.
All right, very well. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Judge. Call us anytime.
All right.
Hi, Mr. Bossman.
We won't have
Good morning. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
All right, so again, you have an option for your client's counselor that the city is generous enough to offer. You can plead to the no insurance misdemeanor and dismiss everything else. I will, and it's kind of like, or you can plead to the improper plate straight up and dismiss everything else, or I can amend the ticket to a failure to display the no ops and dismiss everything else out. And on the no insurance misdemeanor, on the improper plates, I'll dismiss that immediately upon payment of $240 fine. So I think I already know which one your client will take, but you can talk to her, or I can set a trial date and have her back at trial. I see that really all of these cases come from 2018, one's from 2015. What would your client like to do?
This is respect to Ms. Lamb, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Lamb, you have an offer here that keeps you safe, no points, no
Yes,
no obstruction to your driving record, and you can settle the balance of these cases, or you can preserve your right to a trial if you feel like you're not guilty, or you feel like you'll prevail at trial. Your choice.
No, I would like to go ahead and plead guilty to that one. And have
I support that as your lawyer. I think that's a good decision.
Yes, and then can that $245 be taken out from my bond that I already paid?
Yes.
Because $1,200.
Yes. And they'll probably pay all the reinstatement fees too if you put down $1,200.
Can that all of that come out that money that I already paid?
Yes.
Okay.
And you'll get money back, but don't come down here demanding your money back on the spot either. Once you get done with that COVID, rushing down here, rest of my money back, because they're gonna send it to you in the mail, and it might take 2 months or more. So I wouldn't even depend on it for any Christmas presents.
Okay.
You want to take that
first?
Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, now you can put your hand down. You understand the maximum possible penalty for this misdemeanor? These misdemeanor offenses are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines.
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial.
Yes, sir.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right.
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Okay, ma'am, let me draw your attention way back to September the 12th, 2018 at around 5 p.m. in the area of Hoyt and 7 Mile. Ma'am, do you recall operating a 2006 Dodge on that day?
Yes, sir. That vehicle was not mine.
No, I don't think it matters. Did you get pulled over by the Detroit police on that day?
Yes, sir.
And was there something wrong with the plates on that vehicle on that day?
Yes, sir. Stated by the officer.
Stated by the officer?
Yes.
And do you have any reason to dispute what the officer stated?
No, sir.
Do you know that it's your obligation to, upon entering and driving a motor vehicle, to make sure that that vehicle is properly plated and registered in the state of Michigan?
I know now.
All right, but you didn't know then. But I don't think that has any. That's the bad pink. 18. I want to know who's bad pink.
I believe I didn't even look at her plate. That may have been my friend's plate, but I just know I never had a vehicle with that plate on it.
Are you friends with that person still today?
No.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I wanted you to tell me who that pink is, but anyway, as far as the plates on this, help me out, counselor, is that satisfactory enough?
Yeah, I don't think her lack of knowledge of the law was going to operate as an excuse. She did admit that the plates were improper, and I would be satisfied with the factual basis, Your Honor. Thank you.
Well, the only problem is she didn't really admit that the plates were improper. She just admitted that the officer said the plates were improper.
I get it. And so, ma'am, we would put to you the question, are you aware that the plates were not proper, that the car was not properly registered or insured? Are you admitting that at the time that you were driving, on that date and time, that you were driving a motor vehicle that was not properly registered or insured?
Correct.
Okay, I'm satisfied.
All right, satisfied as well. With that, I will I will find her guilty of the improper plate. I told your client that I dismiss immediately upon payment of a $240 fine. With stipulation of probable cause, all the rest of the counsel be dismissed. I'll waive the warrant fee. Fees. You'll be responsible, ma'am, to pay the reinstatement fees. And let's set up a date when you can pay. Let me. You have an ink pen on you?
I think it's my phone. Yeah, I'm ready.
313-965-5228.
And who number 4, sir?
That's the number to the bond. We're going to put a request in that a bond applies to the cases and fines and costs today. You need to follow up on that request by calling that number and letting them know that you do want that bond applied. They need to have a correct address, and I do see a couple of different addresses here for you. Are you still on either Crane Street or Christie Street?
No, sir.
Well, you need to put an updated address. Have the court give the court an updated address.
Would you like that address now?
Are you ready, Mr. Yes, please.
11681 Foyer, FORRER. That's Detroit, Michigan, 48227.
All right. And I suspect you don't have anybody looking for you since you let everybody know online. I was going to say you can put it in the chat, but.
No, sir. No one's looking for me.
All right. All right. If it's nothing further, I think that'll conclude. You have any further questions, ma'am?
Yes, I just want to make sure I have clear understanding. So how many reinstatement fees will I need to pay?
I see 7. $45 fees.
Okay. So the $45 times 7 plus the $245?
Correct. 240.
240. Okay.
Right.
And payments are coming out of the bond money, so I don't need to come and make an additional payment, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then I just need to call the bond people and clarify that side.
You got it.
All right. Thanks a lot for your time.
You want to go over that again?
No, sir. I got it understood.
All right, very well. Have a great day, ma'am. Good luck to you, and I hope you get well soon.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Harry, for your time as well.
All right.
Bye.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Tavon DeJuan Lucius.
Yes, Your Honor. For the record, Harry Bachman, P55052, on behalf of defendant Mr. Lucius. Can you activate your video and your audio and announce your name, please?
Yes, sir. Tavon Lucius.
Your Honor, our pleasure at this point, because Mr. Lucius missed a court date in the past inadvertently. He didn't mean to. He shows up here today of his own volition because it's important to him. We ask that the court set this matter for a bench trial at the court's convenience, and would indicate to the court and ask the court specifically if it would allow the defendant to pay any reinstatement fees so that he would be able to return with a valid driver's license and all other documents in compliance. He and I have discussed it specifically. And not only that, Your Honor, there is a genuine material issue of fact. So we ask for a bench trial date under those conditions. Thanks.
All right. All right, Mr. Lucius, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak at length with your attorney today. And is that your understanding, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. You still mad at me, sir?
No, sir.
All right. All right. I'm going to set aside the default. I really asked about that default because I have written here trial date. So if Mr. Lucius must have showed up at one point.
He did. He said it for a trial matter. The date he missed was the trial date, Your Honor. So
But he indicated that he didn't ever show up before. So I was confused with that. So he did show up because he had to set this trial date. So I set the default aside at one point.
Yes,
Is that correct, Mr. Lucius?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's correct.
All right. All right, we'll set aside the default again. We will set a trial date. We'll allow Mr. Lucius to pay the reinstatement fees up front so he can come back in here with a driver's license. And the trial date is going to be set for January 31st, 2022 at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Trial date and formal hearing on the same day. All right. Anything further?
No, sir.
All right, have a good day, sir.
All right. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Braddock,
Yes,
do you have registration and insurance, sir?
I got my insurance, but I wasn't able to get my tags.
Let me see you. Where are you?
Hold on. Right here.
Why aren't you able to get your tags?
Well, I tried to get them at the kiosk, but it told me I had to do it by mail, and I still haven't got anything back in the mail yet because I had to mail the state of Michigan. That's what the kiosk told me to do.
Did you mail them the money?
Yeah, it was actually a check.
I hope it's a good check.
Yeah, it's a good check.
That's just like money, right?
Yeah, it is. But I haven't got anything in the back in the mail yet. But I got my insurance and everything.
Let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Nehemiah Du Bois Braddock. Case number SP 1152407, counts 1 and counts 2.
Harry Bachman for defendant, sir. Your name, please.
Nehemiah Braddock.
Got some very distinguished names there.
Yeah, it's a biblical name.
I don't know. So, where's the insurance, sir?
I already had emailed that to you before.
When did you email that to me?
I think I had a court date with you like maybe like 2 months ago.
So these are new tickets?
No, I had got another notice in the mail for the to come today. These are the same ones from before.
All right, let's see. So you were scheduled for trial at one date on one time, right?
Yes.
No, scheduled for pretrial. Scheduled for pretrial. And then you missed that pretrial date. Show cause is entered.
No, I came.
I'm just reading the ROA. All right. Regardless of that, when did you email me that insurance certificate is the question.
That was the first time I had the court date.
Name would that be under the email address?
It would be jnehemiah45@gmail.com.
All right, I have you picture of you at the showing. You sent me a picture of the kiosk. All right, and I have another picture.
That one should be of the insurance.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna dismiss the case. I trust. I mean, you have valid insurance, so I'm gonna trust that you are telling the court proper representation that you actually submitted a check to get tabs.
Yes.
So I'm going to dismiss both of the cases. If there's nothing further, Mr. Graddick, you have a very good day, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
Well, it appears that would be it this morning.
Wow. It was a good day.
Yeah, I would say so. Miss Massey,
Yes,
will you be back this afternoon?
yes, I will, and tomorrow also.
Oh, very good. So
It's a pleasure, Your Honor, to work with you. It's my first time working with you.
the pleasure's all mine.
All righty. So we do have afternoon. You start right at what, 1:30?
We'll try to.
Okay, 1:30. Okay, I'll be back at 1:30.
Everybody have a great day.
Go ahead. You won't be back today, Mr. Hoffman, will you?
Till next time, though. Thanks again for everything.
All right, I'll see you next time.
Okay,
Bye-bye, Mr. Baughman.
Bye, Miss Massey.
So, and then tomorrow we have the community court docket. So what that happens is sometime